Meghan Markle has fired back after being labelled Duchess Difficult in her latest Archtypes podcast. She spoke to guests about the stereotypes around women of colour and admitted to being particular.
And you're like, oh my God, stop like whispering and tiptoeing around it. Just say what it is that you need. You're allowed to set a boundary. You're allowed to be clear.
Yep.
It does not make you demanding. It does not make you difficult. It makes you clear.
Meanwhile, the palace and British ministers are finalising plans to ensure Prince Harry and the Duke of York are not involved in any future affairs of state in the absence of the King. It's understood the proposal was set in motion months ago with the late Queen's blessing. To tell us more about it, Royal Correspondent Victoria Arbiter here in the studio.
In the flesh.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be in front of Buckingham Palace, albeit a slightly warmer version this time around.
Not in the rain, under an umbrella. Look, is this Meghan saying, hey, I'm just particular, I'm not difficult, I'm happy to go along?
Certainly, I think her podcast has been an incredible platform for her to push back against some of the wrongs she feels that she has experienced. So last week, she talked about not feeling smart when she was part of the Deal or No Deal cast of Briefcase Girls. And this week, yes, people are interpreting these comments as her pushing back against that label. It was coined in 2018 following rumours that Meghan was quite difficult to work with. There were these 5 a.m. emails. Several staff members claimed that they had been reduced to tears due to how she and Harry had spoken to them. These claims have been strenuously denied by the Sussexes. So, yes, I think with the podcast, it is an opportunity to kind of get her version in there, probably not in quite the same blatant way that we've seen through the interview, such as with Oprah Winfrey, but still an opportunity to lay it straight as she sees it.
Yeah.
As a particular person myself,
No.
I agree with her on this.
And certainly not difficult.
Yeah. No, I'm not difficult. I just reckon being particular is okay. We should stand up for the particular people.
Yeah.
Why do you think, you be quiet, why do you think she's bringing this up now?
Well, I think the timing, it's not a coincidence, is it? I think following a slew of books, we recently had Courtiers come out by Valentine Lowe. He's a very well-respected journalist for The Times in the UK. And he has shared an account from members of staff, none of whom are named, but have said that they really struggled with their time working with Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan have not responded to this officially, but I think this is a way for Meghan to say, look, I know that the phrase is out there, Duchess Difficult. I don't see it this way. People have different views of what bullying is.
Yeah. All right. This issue of when the cat's away, the mice will play. When the king's away, I didn't realise there was a particular order on the interchange bench of people that step in for it. And Andrew and Harry are quite high up.
They are. So the Councilors of State, which is what you are referring to, Koshi, they are there to take care of any constitutional duties if indeed the monarch is indisposed. So perhaps they're ill, perhaps they're overseas, whatever it is. And those Councilors of State are drawn from the top 4 adults in the line of succession that are over the age of 21. So at the moment, that would be Prince William, Prince Harry, Prince Andrew and Princess Beatrice, as well as the monarch's spouse, so Camilla, Queen Consort. But of course, that's a little problematic at the moment because 2 of those dukes, Prince Andrew was asked to leave public life. He's had a pretty mucky couple of years. Prince Harry chose to step back from public life, and Princess Beatrice is a private citizen. She's not a working member of the royal family. So it does make it a little bit difficult if you need someone to step up. So I think, though, aides have been very smart in how they're handling this. Rather than trying to amend legislation that would exclude anyone, they're saying, how can we expand the lineup? In other words, how can we add Princess Anne and Prince Edward to the mix?
Okay, so they come onto the bench and the others get pushed out.
And the reason there needs to be 2 is they have to act in pairs. And so it would be quite tricky. Let's say William and Charles are overseas. Do you want Andrew and Harry doing it? Some people would say, I don't care. Most people would be like, yeah, it's tricky.
That's very interesting.
A rejig.
I haven't seen that on The Crown. That's why we're all surprised by it.
Which we know is a documentary, so I'm sure we'll get it soon.
Great to see you.
In person.
Great to see you too.